If Moses was Pharaoh's sorcerers able to perform the same miracles? This is Wisdom at the Well. My name is Kalanda Douglas, and here we don't just read the word, we learn how to understand it. In Exodus 7, God tells Moses, throw down your staff, and it becomes a serpent. But then Pharaoh's wise men basically say, that's not nothing. We could do that too. And they turn around and perform the same miracle. Does this mean that their power was equal to God's power? Or are we misunderstanding this text? Exodus 7:11 reads, but Pharaoh also called the wise men and the sorcerers, the magicians of Egypt, and they also did in like manner with their enchantments. Scripture shows us something important here, and I need y'all to lean in. Not every supernatural display comes from God. One of Satan's oldest tactics is counterfeit power. Signs, wonders, and illusions that only imitate what is real. Why? Because deception works best when it looks familiar. That's the only reason why they created Starry. It's because they know y'all like Sprite. But notice the difference. The magicians could imitate the sign, but they could not overthrow God's power. Because if you keep reading, you see in verse 12 that Aaron's rod swallowed the rest of their rods. Why? Because the counterfeit may resemble the real thing for a moment, but it cannot sustain, surpass, or consume what comes from God. That's why Sprite still exists, although some of you prefer to drink Starry. And this is why discernment matters, because power alone is not proof of God's presence. Not everything supernatural is holy. Yes, it may be impressive, but it's still counterfeit. This is Wisdom at the Well.